Taurus, welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the 7th through to the 11th through to the 17th of December. There's decisive movement within your relationship side here, and it's yes, very decisive. Getting into being very sociable and enjoyment, engaging with the situation, and it could even lead to marriage more than anything else. On your financial side, there's a big shake-up going along. There's a big shake-up coming through the energies here. Is it a bad thing? No, I don't think it is, actually. I think it's a really good thing. And I think this shake-up here is gonna send you on a completely different mission in your life, or really ignite your mission. We'll go into it anyway. We'll get the full details out of it. On the overall energies here, you've got the Six of Cups. The overall energy here is sort of trying to say, recognize what the good things that have been on your pathway, and what you want to bring forth onto your new pathway, because there seems to be a new stage in your relationship, or a new approach to relationships, or a new approach to love. On your financial side, there's definitely something that's coming in that's going to shake your foundations. And when it does shake your foundations, you'll see the good fruit of where you've come from in your pathway. And I think the energy is trying to help you recognize that, of the good work that you've done, or the direction that you've taken, or the the enjoyment that you've had upon that path, and bring it with you. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. On your relationship side, you get the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is you striking out. This is you wanting victory. This is you wanting stimulation, mental stimulation, stimulation that's intellectual stimulation within your life, within the world that is around you. You want it to move faster. You want it to be much more sort of vibrant. And that's going to bring you victories, I think. It's going to bring you the sensation of, yes, I'm living it. If you engage in that sort of sense. The universe here is sort of saying to you, with the Seven of Swords, though, playing smart with that sense of victory. Once you do start playing smart, then therefore you start fueling it rather than just consuming it. I think that's really important within your relationship. You're fueling your relationship rather than just consuming it. And on your past to where you've come from, I think you've had within your relationship, it's within your love, within your emotions, in your life. I think you've been actually very well gifted. It's been you've played smart. You have got that aspect about you in your relationships. And you have been rewarded on every step of the journey. That's what it seems like here. And you've got good results, I think. I think you've got a situation around you, within your relationships around you, that are very diverse, that are very vibrant, that you can engage in on many different sort of levels. It's almost as if it's slightly decompartmentalized, the whole sort of situation that is for you, or that is in your life anyway, that is around you at the moment. But it makes you very vibrant, very social, and etc. This could bring into commitment, I think, more than anything else, and commitment in a plan going forward, a direction. And I think this comes out of that Ace of Swords, sorry. It's ultimate happiness and victory that you are on a quest for within your relationships. And I think every single relationship around you is a bit like that. This is that quest that is within you, that you are driving through your life. And it brings about a union of, like a spiritual union with yourself, but also a spiritual union with the other people that are around you in your in all your relationships. It makes you it makes you feel unified with who you are, and unified with the people that are around you. If you're looking for love, for example, in this week, I think here is a case of the answer is within you. I think you've got to stimulate your world around you. You've got to go forth with your good side, engage very intellectually with the world that is around you. And if you do that, I think it's going to provide a lot of social situation which allows you to to connect with someone, if that's what you're so looking for. And the universe here is with that seven of swords is really trying to make you, be smart of how you engage within your social environment that is around you. Let's get on to your financial side, your job, your business, and your projects. You get the Tower on your karmic mission. I think this is where you're concentrating more than anything else, or this is where you should be concentrating. It's really good, but here I think I'm a fellow Earth sign. I'm not a Taurus. I'm a Capricorn, but I do know lots of Tauruses around me, and if it's in the way, if it won't move, you're going to knock it over. And I think this is a sort of thing. If your life is not advancing as you so desire in regards to your business, your job, or your projects, or whatever it is, it's almost as if like you're willing to make radical changes in order to clear the space, so you can then get on and then really start building a new tower for you. And in order to do that, the universe is sort of saying, okay, that's fine, fair enough. But in order to do that, you've got to realize that once you do that, something is going to be dead, done and dusted with. And I think it's a good thing to actually cull part of your financial life in order to make space for some new stuff. And because from your past, there seems to be something that's coming back from your past. And I think this ties into this Six of Cups here. I think there's something that comes in from your past that is calling you back on a mission that you so wish to do, that it fulfills your heart with joy. And this old mission here is really, it encapsulates your heart, your whole being of what you should be doing. And it could be, say, like you had, you were working in a restaurant and you just loved the idea of a restaurant and stuff like that, sort of like 10, 15 years ago, whatever time it was. And now it's come back up on the stage where you kind of go, I think I'd like to have a little snack or cafe or restaurant, or, and that's the sort of thing. And it's an offering that you're giving yourself here. You've got two aces here, so there's a definite start to a new you happening in this process. Don't forget, you've got the solstice readings coming out this week, and that goes over the next 3 months. And I think we'll see a lot of this decision that you're making in that reading there. That comes out this week, so you're going to be wanting to be subscribed and click the bell in order to get the notification for when it does come out. All of this breeds out of you within your financial side. All of this sort of like culling and replanting and opening space and new avenues demands planning. And I think once you start culling, or once you start sort of making space for your life within your life, that's when you can then start seeing clearly the future, and that's when you can start really planning for it. And it may need a bit of travel. There may be a bit of movement that needs to go, but going into this. But at the same time, you have the world at your feet, basically. You have the world at your feet. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. But there is decisive decisions that need to be made on your financial side, or on your job, or your business, or your project, whatever it is. Let's just see what's going on with this. We get the Queen of Wands again, and I think this ties in. This is with the Six of Cups. This is what I'm saying about not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Don't throw your passion out for life. Just because something didn't work in exactly the way that you wanted it to work, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was, it was a wrong thing to do, or that it was not good, or whatever. There's certain aspects of it that actually you appreciated and it fulfilled you. And I would bring that forward, and certainly within your relationship side, I would just remain very social, concentrating on the situation at hand rather than having your mind on something else, basically. With the Ace of Swords, you get the Temperance. This is what I mean about sort of like, you know, playing smart. I think this is what ties in with this as well. Playing smart is you know, there's a lot of degrees to that, of being humble as much as well. That victory, of celebrating that victory. And I think there's a fine line, a fine balance that you are finding, which allows you to do that Hierophant at the end, is that sort of alignment with your spirit and soul according to your relationships that are around you. And I think that's possibly the biggest victory out of this scenario, is that you feel completely at one with the situation. And playing smart, yeah, if you're looking for love, you're going to find it. If you play smart, as I say, I think it's going to open a lot of doors, of social doors, which will eventually, you know, lead you to that person that you so want to be with. But playing smart as well is also going to help you in love itself. And an appreciation, I think, as well, not only by others towards you, but appreciation of your own self. I think that's what comes out of it, really. With the Nine of Pentacles, and this is where you're connecting your past to your future. You've got the Page of Wands, and I go back to that, the overall energy there of sort of don't throw your passion out with the situation. And I think this is what it's saying here. Remember all those beautiful moments that you had on the journey of any journey, even if it ended badly. Obviously, you wouldn't have got into a relationship if it was bad straight from the word go. And it was more of a case of there is beautiful golden nuggets in any relationship that you might have had, regardless of how badly it ended. And I wouldn't allow the bad stuff to taint your passion for life, basically. Yeah, you get another ace now. You got 3 aces on the table with the Queen of Swords here. This is engaging in a very physical way, I think, in society around you, with your socializing around you, connecting with people. Ultimately, it's going to bring you that. And it's going to, you know, it's a whole new you that's coming out to play. And it's a very engaging way as well. With the Ace of Swords, I think you need the Ace of Pentacles. You need that physical interaction, because if it's just conceptual, you're not gonna buy it, Taurus. But here we're getting a little bit of. This is where you possibly find that person there. That's possibly where you find that person there, because they are on your karmic path. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. And you could easily be converting that intellectual sort of stimulant energy into something that's very, very physical. Very beautiful, really. Hierophant. Let's just see what's going on with the Hierophant. What's this spiritual lesson for you? And this could be playing into that, playing smart. I think what's taking you away, and this is where it's got to be stimulating for you. If you've got situations that are just causing you headaches, that are not stimulating for you, that is the lesson you need to learn, to walk away from those inner conflicts, but also those outer conflicts that are just sort of, you know, some people just want to argue, don't they? And, you know, it's, I think you're going to find those people very negative. And it's very liberating for you to actually sort of allow yourself to walk away rather than get involved in it. On your financial side, with the Tower, you get the 7 of Cups. There's only one pathway for you to be going, and that's that. Do you know what I mean? There's only one cup giving you the good stuff. And I think this is this mission that's coming back on your radar. Something that's coming back on your radar on your financial world is definitely worth investigating. And it could be a company that you applied for a job, some time ago, and they refused, and you didn't get the job. And then you see another job in the same company. And it's kind of like, yeah, I'll go for it. Because if it's really, if that's the company you'd love to work with or work for, then I would go for it. It depends on your heart. It's really following your heart's desires here, more than anything else. But it is quite a big turn of events for you. With the Ten of Swords, you get the Queen of Swords. You are making a decision according to your heart. Look, she's got her heart under control there. And I think this is where the universe is trying to sort of say to you, when you're going off on that mission, when that mission comes back up onto the surface and it really start playing into integrating your heart's desires into this whole sort of thing, just be very conscious about the decisions you're making mentally, and choose your direction or take the direction that corresponds with you in a very logical sort of sense. Do not get swept away by your emotions and just allowing that to go. And I think this is where you've got to take your emotions out to allow that to happen. If you don't, I've got a funny feeling you're going to end up with an Eight of Swords scenario, feeling very stuck in the coming future. With the Knight of Swords, let's have a look with the Knight of Swords. Let's see what's going on with that. What's this mission that you're supposed to be going on? Well, you get the Six of Cups. I think it's just a mission from the past. I think there's something major coming back up on your radar that I think you realise you just love doing. And I would go ahead and explore it. Push the boundaries. Engage your heart with this scenario. It is it's much more important. I think there's a lot more going on in your sort of financial side than on your relationship side. Although there is a lot on your relationship side, but I think this is going to be really, really important for you. If you follow your heart, that's what you're going to get. Plain sailing, you've done the work under the surface, you're in touch with your emotions, and you're going to where you should be going. And starting off on this journey, I think this is you getting engaged with your heart. This is what this cup, this Ace of Cups there is being offered to you from the past. It's your wiser self from the past offering you on this new cycle that you're going into. Something that is really important for you in regards to your emotions and your heart, basically. Absolutely lovely. It's going to need that tower moment. It's going to need the realization that there's some aspects or directions that maybe you're taking that are just not worth it. It's okay. So you got the Two of Wands, which is at the end of this. The Two of Wands with the Moon card. Yeah, I think basically you have decisions that you need to, or you need to plan for the future, but at the same time, you're opening up a whole new avenue. And I'm not sure you're going to be able to sort of see how to plan it until you start planning it, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be that obvious for you because it's going to drive a lot of hidden emotions, but also sort of like the undercurrent of what's going on here. This is a Scorpio card, so this does play well for you. It gives you the counterbalance within your life. And I think if you are, if you are planning something, or if you're opening up to that old mission that you should be going on, yes, I think it's going to help you to see the opposite of what you've been doing in the past, and also it'll help you to do a lot of planning in accordance to that. You went for a job and you answered a question wrongly, and you felt it within you, and because you came at it in a certain attitude or approach, and this time you're going back for this job here, and you're sort of kind of going, this time I'm going to take this approach here. How's it going to end up? I don't know. But I can see the opposite of what I don't want. So I can move away from that and move towards what I want in life. And I think as long as you allow your heart to sort of like come to the fore, then your plannings will be absolutely perfect and right on time. There you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, we've got this solstice, the 3 monthly readings coming out this week on the channel. Thank you very much for your support that you give to this, to the Astroflower. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.